Hello, my crafty friends. I'm sorry I couldn't go live tonight, but I wanted to get this out to you so you could see the cards that I had planned for my Facebook Live card class to go. So I'm just recording it and I'll put it in the group. My class is, of course, using the Latte Love bundle. That's what I created with on Monday for Make It Monday. Or Make With Me Monday, rather. But, so I'm using it again. We're going to make 3 cards tonight. And I did get the idea for these from another demonstrator, and I will credit her when I post the video. However, we're going to tweak them just a little bit as I go through creating them. And I just want to remind you before we get going that you can earn a card kit to make these 3 cards for free if you place a $40 order in my online store. That's $40 before tax and shipping. And you're going to get a packet in the mail like this that has all of your pre-cut, pre-scored, pre-die cut pieces. The only thing that doesn't come are inks and stamps, and you'll get a PDF tutorial emailed to you as well so that you can make them step by step. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and bring my cards in and I'll show you what we're going to make tonight. So I have this one. It uses some gold foil. I have this one that is a gift card holder, and then I just have a nice little simple plain card here, and we're only using 1 ink color to keep it nice and easy. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started. So I'm going to pull out the bits and pieces of my first card here, and this is a 4 1/4 by 11 card base, so it is going to open long ways. So we're just going to go ahead and score this, and I'm going to start by gluing my main pieces on, and I think I'm going to switch this one up just slightly just so you can see a different way to use the pieces for an identical card. Give you a little bit of variety. So our first piece is going to go on like this. Try to make that as even as possible. And then our second piece, and I'm going to use on my first card here, I'll leave this here. On my first card I used the swirl pattern, but I'm going to use the opposite side and just show the other pattern that's on this beautiful, beautiful paper. I absolutely love it. So we're going to go this way. And I think it should still work, I think. Okay, so then we're going to glue on our circle. And this is where I forgot my dimensionals. Let me go grab my dimensionals. Okay, so very sorry. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take the pieces of the coffee press, and I'm going to get my liquid glue, and I'm going to put just a little bit of my liquid glue on the back side of the thing here. And I don't want to do too much, only because I don't want it to squish through on the front. But then oh, well, it's all right because it'll dry clear. But I'm going to stick that together. And I'm just going to put my glue on the back side here. Stick this guy down. And I don't know, I'm a coffee lover. I drink coffee all the time. I like tea too, but even if you're not a coffee lover, you have to agree that this stamp set is just simply adorable. All right, then I have some mini Stampin' Dimensionals here. that I'm going to use for my spoon. And then I'm going to put one on each cup, and we're going to put these onto our card here. Excuse me, I had a ear infection last week and some sinus stuff going on, and I'm on the tail end of my antibiotics, but I am still really nasally and coughing. So, all right, so our cups are gonna go on the card next to the coffee press here. I know you can hear my dogs barking. They're playing here next to me. And our little spoon's gonna go right here. No, no. Okay, and I'm gonna get just a little bit of my linen thread, and I'm gonna tie a bow. I always like to pre-tie my bows before I cut the thread off. I feel like I got a better shot at making a good bow. I struggle with my bows. If anybody has tips or tricks for tying a great bow, please share, because I would love to be able to make better bows. So then I got my teeny tiny bow, and I'm just gonna snip it like that. And what I'm going to do is put a dot here while we stamp. I'm going to let that tack up a little bit. I'm going to bring in my stamp, and I am using Pecan Pie. And what I'm going to do is ink up my stamp here. And we're going to stamp the greeting. I'm going to stamp it all the way over to the left. And then, instead of snipping both ends, I'm just going to snip the one end here, like so. All right, I think my glue has probably tacked up, so I'm going to stick my, see where I did my little white dot of glue there? I'm going to stick my bow on it, and then I like to use my scissors to kind of press it down and hold it for a few seconds. That way it doesn't stick to my fingers, but it'll stick in the glue there, hopefully. All right, then I thought I had some regular size dimensionals left. I guess it's going to be time for me to order some more. So I'm just going to put extra, I do apologize for my dog barking. I'm just going to put a few little mini dots on here, and we are going to then stick the greeting right about here. And then I'm going to bring in the adhesive back sparkle gems. And I think I'm going to put just a couple little ones on here, just to add a little bit of sparkle. And I think I'm going to put one right here. So there is my version of this card. So that is the first one. And here is the one we just made. So it's a little bit different, but still the same. So you can use the products to make them to suit your needs. All right, let's move on to the second one here. And we are gonna have to do a little bit of die cutting with this one. So here is the one I made. And I'm going to pull out my little pieces here. And this one has a lot of parts to it because it is a fun fold card. So we're going to fold it in half, or fold it at the middle score line. And then this piece, we are going to attach a piece of patterned paper. And I probably should have showed you the design that I was using before I put the glue on it, but I'm using the little like coffee stains. And we're gonna glue that on this flap before we fold it, because we're gonna do one other thing before we fold this and glue it to the inside. So I wanna center that the best I can. And then I am gonna bring in my oval punch, and I'm gonna slide this in. I wanna make sure it's as straight and as centered as I can be. And then I'm just gonna back it up slightly to cut out a small little notch. I don't know if you can see, I'm just cutting out a very little bit at the bottom there. And I never can quite get these perfectly centered, but so that is what that looks like. Now what I'm gonna do is run a line of glue down one side and down the other, just on the very, very edge. You don't want to go too close to the middle, because what we're doing is creating a pocket. And then we're going to fold that over. And I'm just going to burnish this so that the adhesive sticks real good. And make sure my fold is creased real nice. Okay, so now we can add the rest of our pieces. So I do have a white piece of cardstock to go on the inside. So we're going to go ahead and attach that. And again, just center it so there's a nice little border around each edge. And then our patterns paper here, it's a little bit wide. Oh, I know why this looks wider. I mismeasured when I cut to make this first card, so that card is actually a little bit smaller than this one is. So that's why this piece is wider. But we're just gonna leave a skinny little edge here. Okay, and then we're gonna go with the front piece. We're gonna do our designer series paper, or our patterns paper. I've got a pecan pie strip that I'm gonna just put right about here. Line it up with the edges, make it straight. Then I got a tiny little strip of patterned paper again. I don't know why I just made that noise, that was silly. We're gonna put this in the center, and then here's where we have to do a little bit of die cutting because I didn't prep these pieces. So we're gonna stamp our cups and our coffee middles. And we're going to stamp both of those in the pecan pie ink. So we're going to do one here and one here. And then we'll stamp our coffee middle here and here. So I'm going to pull out the dies and we're going to die cut these. I'm gonna try to work on my connectivity issues so that next week I can actually go live instead of having to pre-record. Hopefully when I bent over to pick that up, you did not see the towel that's on my head. my wet hair wrapped in a towel while I'm doing this. All right, here we go. And again, like Monday night, I'm using my mini Stampin' Cut Emboss machine just because it is perfect for these teeny tiny little dies, and it fits better on my work surface when I'm recording. Not all of the dies fit this mini machine. The catalog tells you which ones are best for the mini machine, but you can use your own judgment too, because these ones don't say that they're for the mini, but they fit pretty well, so I just have used the mini. And I wish they'd make a mini magnetic plate for it so that when you put your dies on, they stay where they're supposed to stay. All right, one more and then we can finish putting together. And I think the last card is all those pieces are pre-cut and ready to go. So that one we should just be able to assemble and keep going. All right. I'd love to know what you think about the cards. So please let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. I'd love to see pictures of cards that you've made with this bundle if you have it. And I'd also love to answer any questions that you might have. So make sure you comment on the video and I'll answer you. Okay, so we're going to do 1 cup this way and 1 cup this way. So I'm going to put my liquid glue on the backs. This one is running out. Time to open a new one. And I just want to make sure my hearts are facing the right direction. Ooh. All right. Stampin' Dimensionals. We're stuck with the minis. That's okay. I'm just going to do 3 on each. I feel like this was a rushed little video. I'll make up for it next week when I go live. But take my papers off. Okay, and then I'm going to bring those sparkle gems back in, and we're going to throw on a few of these just to add a little bling. And there we have it. And I don't have an actual gift card. I have a Dick's $10 reward card, but it's the same size as a gift card. But you can see you just slide. I think I put my adhesive too far over, but you just slide your gift card in that pocket. I put the adhesive too close over. You just slide your gift card in that pocket, and then because we notched out that little spot, you can slide it out nice and easy. So super cute, super fun, super easy. All right, last but certainly not least, let's make this third card. And I pre-die cut and pre-embossed everything, and I've got my circle cut. Okay, so we've got our thick white card base, just your standard sized card base. I have Calypso Coral and my patterned paper. So we're going to go ahead and stick this on our card base. While I'm gluing these light layers on, I do want to remind everybody also about my upcoming monthly card class. It's going to be offered both live and online this month. It will be Saturday, June 29th. If you are local to the Selmer, Tennessee area, you can join me live. There's details on my blog about the class. Payment won't be due until the day of the class if you come live, but it is going to be a $35 class. And we're going to make 6 projects. All are going to use the Latte Love Bundle. If you're looking to do it online, I mail you everything you need. It is going to be $40 for the online class, only because I have to ship everything to you. So that extra $5 is just to cover the shipping for your package. And you're going to get some product in there that you'll use to make your cards with. If you register online, you'll have the option to add on the bundle if you don't have it. And if you're joining me for the live class, you can also pre-order the bundle and I will have it for you the day of the class. That will require prepayment though, as I do have to order that. All right, we're going to use the coffee splatter and our pecan pie ink, and we're just going to stamp some splotches all over our circle. And it's okay to go off the circle. It's okay to overlap. However you want to do it. I always go over a little bit, I think, on the... That's my scrap piece. Oh, I didn't bring my original card in. Okay, so here was that original card. All right, and then I used the tin tile, the distressed tin tile embossing folder to emboss this piece here. And I'm going to use liquid glue to put it down. Same for my circle. Just gonna put a little bit of liquid glue here. All right. And here's how I'm gonna change this up. I'm going to stamp my greeting right on my cup before I cut it out. Remember I said I was gonna tweak this card a little bit. Here is how I'm doing that. Bring out that pecan pie ink. Again, remember just one ink color, a pack of paper, a little bit of cardstock, and a bundle. Huh, look how cute that is. Right on the cup. And this cup, actually, I cut a chunk out of the designer series paper. And then I'm just going to cut the cups out. And we'll layer them on with dimensionals. And I always like to leave just a little bit of a border when I'm cutting something out of my designer series paper. I don't like to cut right up on the image. I don't know why I've always done that. I just think it makes it look nicer. Okay. And then I'll get my orange one out. Or it's not really orange, it's Calypso Coral and Petal Pink, so we'll call it pink. Okay. And so then what I'm going to do is okay. So I'm going to throw some dimensionals on here. I think 3 will be enough on each. Okay, and then I'm going to bring my linen thread back in, and I'm going to make another bow. And this one is not going to get the sparkle gems, but we will put that little linen thread bow on there. My scissors, there they are. Alright, so then I'm just going to snip and I think I'm going to put it right here under the coffee cup. Same thing, when I stick that down, I'm going to use the tip of my scissors to hold it down so that it sticks. And as soon as I feel that this is sort of stuck, I am going to bring all my cards back in and show you one more time what they all look like. I'm going to do that ordering reminder, and you can look for a link in the video description so that you can see, so that you can get your card kit. All right, so here we go. All right, so 3 cards, and I did tweak them slightly just to show you how you can change up your kit supplies when you get your kit. So here is the first one, and then here's the one we made tonight on the video. Same exact pieces, just a little bit different of a layout. This one was a little bit different only in that I added the patterned paper to the inside. But these are both identical. And then here is my last one, and here is how we changed that up for this evening. And I probably could add some sparkle gems, but I feel like that, I don't know if I really want to, but I may change that later, I don't know. So, but anyways, I am glad that I could share this with you this evening, even though I couldn't go live. I hope you loved the projects, and if you want to get the kit to make these 3 cards, you're gonna get all of the paper pieces. I'll die cut the pieces for you, but nothing will be stamped. I'm not allowed to send stamped images through the mail with kits. But all you got to do is click that link in the description and place your order, $40 before tax and shipping, and I will get the kit in the mail to you. If your order is $50 or more, I'm going to include a roll of that linen thread so that you can add your bows. If your order is $150 or more before tax and shipping, don't use the ordering link because that is a host code, and if your order is $150 or more, you get rewards, so you want to get the rewards for yourself. So if you just sign in and place your order and just put me, Nicole Mahler, as your demonstrator, you'll get all the rewards for that order, that large order, and I will still send you the card kit and the linen thread for placing that order. So if you have any questions, please let me know. I hope you love these cards, and I will see you next time, and we'll create together some more. So until then, happy stamping. Bye.